Fragrance fam, are you ready to make some cold process soap? Wait, sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. I can't help it, but my name is Maddie and I'm just so excited to show you guys how to make some cold process cactus embeds using one of my very favorite AFI fragrances, our version of Baja Cactus Blossom by Bath & Body Works. I wanted to use this opportunity to share some soap frosting and piping techniques that can be used to make all kinds of decor and embeds for leveling up your soap game. So go ahead and follow along with me and make your own little soapy succulents, or you can use this method to come up with something entirely unique to you. Anyways, let's go ahead and get started. If you are still new to the world of cold process soap making, I highly recommend that you check out our free soaping course over on Fragrance University, or you can watch some of our other tutorials to help you get started. Making embeds with soap frosting is the next step up from mastering your own recipes and basic design like layering and swirls. So with that in mind, getting set to make soap frosting embeds is no different than prepping for making any other batch of soap. The recipe I'll be utilizing for my embeds and the bars contain an even ratio of coconut oil and olive oil, as well as palm oil, castor oil, and a touch of some palm kernel flakes to help speed things along. Work in a small batch size to avoid wasting any soap when making the embeds. Put on safety gear, gloves, long sleeves, goggles, and a respirator before starting. Begin by creating a lye water solution with a 33% sodium hydroxide concentration. Let it cool while melting the oils over a double boiler. Aim for around 120 degrees Fahrenheit for both the lye solution and oils before blending them together. Stick blend until you've reached a light trace and then add in the Baja Cactus Blossom fragrance oil. It performs wonderfully in cold process, so I highly recommend it if you're looking for a fun and fresh scent to add to your line. In 3 separate pouring pitchers, disperse 1/4 teaspoon each of magenta, lime green, and bright orange mica powder and a 1/2 teaspoon of sweet almond oil. While the soap batter is still at a light medium trace, split the batch into each of the colors. Stir the colors with a spatula until the batter is bright and evenly colored. It should start thickening up right around to a rich custardy texture. To pipe soap frosting, flowers, and other shapes like little cacti, the batter needs to reach a heavy trace, which will help hold its shape. Blend until each color is the consistency of a rich buttercream frosting. Lay out a sheet of parchment or wax paper and fit some piping bags with D43, D66, and Russian frosting tips. These are great for making succulent shapes, but there are many other tips available that are great for making petals, leaves, and polka dots. By now, the soap should be thick enough to scoop into the piping bags with a spatula. Add a little bit of magenta, orange, or green soap into the bags fitted with the piping tips. Squeeze out a tiny bit of soap at a time all around the wax paper sheet to make a bunch of little cactus shapes. For a multicolor cactus, add a small scoop of the magenta soap into the bag, followed by a large scoop of the green soap. Holding the piping tip up against the wax paper, squeeze the soap batter out and slowly bring the tip up to make a round shape. The harder you squeeze, the larger the cactus you'll make. Take your time and experiment by rotating the tip while you pipe the soap out of the bag. And if you mess up, no worries, just scoop it back up, put it back into the pouring pitcher, and try again. Even with a small batch of soap, you'll have plenty of chances to practice. Watching cake decorating videos helped me get a feel for making different shapes. Experiment by combining different colors in each piping bag. Add little flowers to other shapes you pipe to get realistic looking succulents. So here's a bunch I was able to make with just 3 colors and 3 different piping tips. And it only took a minute or so of piping. You can make dozens of these in no time, which makes it simple to prepare a bunch beforehand if you're preparing many pounds of soap to support large order volumes. I'm going to use up the rest of this batter and I'll check back with you guys when I'm done. Alright, here's my little succulent forest. It looks like a desert oasis if I say so myself. Now these will need about a day or so to firm up before they can be placed on your soap, so spray them down with some 99% isopropyl alcohol just to minimize some soda ash, and we'll leave them somewhere cool to dry. So when they're sturdy enough to pick up and peel away from the wax paper, you're ready to decorate the main batch of soap. A little bit more. Just a little bit more. And speaking of, here I am all set up to make my Baja Cactus Blossom bars. If you're familiar with our channel, you know that we love our cold process soap. So to keep things real quick, I'm going to be whipping this batch up really fast so I can get to adding the embeds. If you want a detailed guide to the techniques I'll be utilizing to layer and swirl the bars, check out some of the other tutorials we've posted. So I'll be using the same recipe, fragrance, and mica powders I've used in the embeds, along with some cornmeal to really create a textured landscape effect on the bottom layer. So without further ado, let's make some soap. Here's some extra tips to keep in mind when putting together layered soaps. Get the bottom layer to a thicker trace to provide a sturdy base and keep the corn silk powder from settling. Keep a spatula on hand to act as a buffer while pouring the top layer over the base so it doesn't break through the bottom. Drizzle any last bits of soap you have over the surface of the soap swirl with a chopstick for a pretty finish. And here we are. I've got all my embeds lined up and ready to add to the bar. Before placing them, let the batter thicken up just a little bit so the succulents won't sink down in too much. You'll want to keep in mind where the soap will be cut into individual bars, so try to arrange them in a way that will give each individual bar its little cactus orb too. I like to mark my molds where lines where the bars will be cut so I can get a feel for what each bar will look like. Now we've really got ourselves a little desert garden going on. Finish off everything with a couple more sprays of isopropyl alcohol and let the soap harden like you normally would before removing it from the mold and slicing the bars. And now for what everyone's been waiting for, the reveal. Well, what do you guys think of my Baja Cactus Blossom soaps? They look intricate, but it really didn't take too much extra work to make all of the pretty details. And with a fragrance like this that performs so well in cold process, you'll have a whole art gallery of soap on your hands. Browse our web store to find hundreds of other fragrances made for soap to get more project inspo and ideas for your line. Buff up on your soaping skills with our free Fragrance University course, or try out something completely different like candles, bath bombs, and re-diffusers with all the tutorials available on our channel. To become a member of the Fragrance fam, subscribe and ring that bell icon to see what we'll be posting next. Well, I had lots of fun hanging out with you guys today in the AFI Project Lab, and thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoy making this, and comment down below if you do. Anyways, I'll catch you guys next time. Bye!